Good morning, all. Here we are, Saturday morning. Let's see what we got to work with then. So we had, what was it, 16 crosses submitted this week. Excellent. Thank you for that, guys. There was one right over here to the left. Now, I don't know if that was a mistake. Somebody just typed the numbers in wrong, or whether it's genuine or not. But for either of those reasons, I'm going to take that one out on the left because it's miles away from this cluster and it doesn't fit in with these two players at all. So I can only assume somebody just typed the wrong numbers in. So I'm going to delete that cross to the left there. But let's draw some lines. Big difference on the height. I suppose that the distance-wise, width-wise, makes sense in that we're not sure where these two are looking. But big difference on the height. So I'm going to draw some lines from the guy on the left and go to the highest and the lowest and see how big that width is. See, there's a big gap there, isn't it? But that's just the way we see it. That's nothing wrong with that. And let's have a look at. I'll do is one from his eye, one from the other player's eye at the back there. Much narrower band there, and that's from two players, and that's only that far out to the right because of just that one cross, so which is a completely feasible cross. But the general cluster seems to be in this section up here. Now, where was I? Let's have a look at the cross I put in last Tuesday. There's me flashing right there. So I'm not going to be far from the average there. Looking at the weight of those crosses, I think the average is going to be a little bit higher, a little bit to the left of where I am, possibly very close to the one that's just above me there. So if that's the case, and if the judges are going to go, if they're going to think, which they never do, in the same way as us, then that's going to be a similar spread. Even though we've got twice as many crosses, it's going to be a similar spread to what the judges are going to do. I mean, how bad can they be? Oh dear, don't get me started on that. I hear they done a poll on social media to see basically people's opinions on what their biggest gripes are. Well, I'd already done that a couple of weeks ago. They sent me an email saying, well, they probably sent them out to everyone, saying, give a review. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? What do you think should be changed? And I think it was the same thing. The credit, the amount of time the credit lasts, that needs to be sorted because, people are getting credit for that only lasts till midnight. And if they don't see their emails or an update or whatever that day because they're busy working or busy with the family, then they're just going to miss out. I did have an email this week saying we've given you credit for one of the draws or whatever, and I thought, I'll use that because they said it runs out at midnight, I think, or it runs out today. Or when I went on it, I think it was, I can't remember what draw it was, but they'd given me 50 pence credit, and each ticket for whatever it was game was $1.99, and I thought, oh, well, okay, so I just let that 50 pence go because I wasn't obviously trying to get another £1.50 out of me, so I basically had to throw away that credit because it wasn't really that much use. But yeah, anyway, let's have a look at the average of this. I think you can see where it's more or less going to be, and it is calculate average 29431245. So I'll where is it? Oh yeah, it isn't far from the one I said. Yeah, it doesn't show up on there, of course. So what I'm going to do then, I'm going to get rid of those lines. I'll quickly draw some white lines in so we can see where the cross is, but you won't have to wait for that because I'll just jump to it. Yeah, there it is. To be fair, I was spot on. So mine is there, making it flash again, and I said it would be near that one just above me, and it is. So what do I do then? Do I go a little bit higher, a little bit more to the left, or do I stick to my guns and stay right where I am? Or certainly in that area, I might move a couple of pixels, but certainly in that area. If I have another look, I think The judges, looking at this player on the left, I think the judges may go higher than where I'm looking. Yes, I think they will. And if I have another look at this fella right at the back, I still think he's looking slightly to his left. So I may stay on the line that I'm on, the vertical line, but I think I'm going to go up a bit. Now I've had another look at this fella on the left in black. So I think I'm going to stay that far to the right, but I'm going to go a bit higher. So there we are. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do this week. And thanks to all that left a coordinate. It's good to get this many because we can gives us a good, a good idea of what people are thinking. Because that's far more important than the average, I think, is to see what people are thinking. So when you look at it, you think, okay, I've gone there, but 4 or 5 people seem to think it's in this area. So the majority think it's there, and there's another bunch will think it's here. And you've got to take that into consideration. That's what the judges might do. But yeah, I'm quite happy where I am along that line there, but I think I'm probably going to go a bit higher because the more I look at this fella in black, the more I think the judges are going to put him higher. So yeah, I'm going to move that one up. Right, that's that done then. Revcomps, have I done anything this week? Not on Monday's draw. No, there's nothing there that really caught my eye. There's certainly nothing there I would keep if I won it. And I'd either get the balance between, ticket price and the amount of tickets they're selling. The only thing that did appeal to me was that this camper came with 10 grand, but it was 12 quid a ticket, so I didn't bother. So I've got nothing for Monday. And then Thursday's draw. Also, I haven't won any credit for 3 draws in a week, 3 draws in a row, which is disappointing. So we'll see. I usually win something either on a Monday or the Thursday. So we got Thursday's draw then. What we got? Ferrari 458 Italia or 100,000. Yeah, tickets are cheap enough, but it's 50,000 tickets. This Jag F-Type, £250 a ticket. 33% sold out of 199 tickets. So they've sold, 65, 66 tickets on that at £250 a ticket. Nice to have that sort of money in here. You can spend it £250 a ticket. Now, I've always been a fan of the Audi RS6. Not the most practical car for me, and if I'd won something like that, I don't know how long I'd keep it. But again, 13 quid a ticket put me off. This van, it's all right. I've never been that fussed on the MSRT stuff from Fords. I always thought it looked a bit cowboyish, but useful to somebody. Somebody will like it. Land Rover Discovery Sport. How can you call something like this a sport? Doesn't add up to me. 20,000 tickets. That'll go. BMW 320 M Sport Touring and £1,000. That's probably not a bad buy, but it's 10 tickets. That put me off. Auto draws. I'm a sucker for the auto draws. I have got one on this Audi for today. Only one though, because when they done the Friday freebie yesterday, it was 7 or 8 different tech prizes, and they said if you win one of if you spend £2 or more when you enter this, we'll give you £75 credit as well. So if anything, I was playing for the credit. So I thought, okay, what can I spend £2 on? So I bought a ticket for the Audi here. I didn't bother with this little Fiat 500 or this Mini. This caught my eye a bit. That would be a cracking little runabout back and forth to work. So 1.2 Polo Match, £1 a ticket. 15,000 tickets mine, but £1 a ticket. So I haven't done anything yet, but I might. This, I'll come back to that now. What else they had here? McLaren 570S Spider, or 75 grand, but that's 75,000 tickets. So that put me off. I am done hard about this one. This one popped up this morning. It's a BMW X1. Now I usually play for the X1 X-Drive on BOTB because that's a car that I would keep. But that one on there is usually a diesel. This one's a petrol. And the miles per gallon on this is something like quoted at 33 or 34, which means you're not getting anywhere near that. So I'll probably opt out of that. So at the moment, I've only got the one. I've only got one ticket on one car in the auto draw, and that's the Audi for today. But I have got various tickets on click competitions, 7 days performance, mainly because they're cheap tickets, they're like 7 pence a ticket. But coming back to this Land Rover, let's just wait for it to open up here a second. Apparently, I didn't see it myself, but there was a discussion on do people like it? Do people like the way it looks? Now, I got to be honest, I think it looks great, but it's certainly not designed for what the car would have originally sort of been designed for. I mean, the Land Rover Defenders, originally the old version, they were utility vehicles, farmers using them all the time, companies, they were great off-road and everything. And this would have been superb off-road. But with all this kit on it, you're not taking this off-road, Nobody in the country is buying this to take it off-road, certainly as the way it's kitted up like that now. That's for some pimp to be driving around the city, dropping off his bitches to do their business. I still think it looks great, but it's basically a cruising around car. It's, look how much money I got. Having said that, it's like in between, isn't it? Because if you did have a load of money, you'd have something more subtle than that. You would just buy a nice car. You wouldn't buy something like that shouts, look at me, every time you're driving down the street. But anyway, question was, did I like it? Yeah, I do like it. I do like it. I certainly wouldn't play for it, because I don't want people laughing at me as I'm driving it. Anyway, that's it. That's it for me. So thanks for all the coordinates, guys. Enjoy the weekend, and good luck for Tuesday. I hope Christian comes to see one of us.